My day's been crap. How's yours going? What is up, Finn fans? Normally, I have these film breakdowns out for you. Normally, my videos come out at 10 o'clock because I record them the night before. Like the previews, the film breakdowns, all that stuff. I pre-record them, do my thing, get to sit down, edit, take all the notes that I need to take, all this stuff. And then I upload them so you guys get them 10 o'clock in the morning. And last night, my internet went out. And in my area, my town, I only can get Optimum. I can't get Xfinity. I can't get Verizon. I can't get nothing. I can only get Optimum. And Optimum's like, oh, yeah, we're not getting anything. We're going to have to send a tech out to you tomorrow, being today, at 11 o'clock. I'm like, all right, whatever. He comes, fixes it, then I'll make the video, upload it. And he comes, he's like, oh, yeah, nothing. It's going to be the outside. They're going to have to send one of the bucket trucks, and they're going to have to go up there and fix it. It's going to be about 24 to 48 hours. I'm like, my man, I got work to do. I got stuff to do. So then I went out, got my daughter pictures with Santa. You always got to get pictures with Santa. And I got a hotspot. So I'm able to make this video. It is now 2 o'clock. It is so late. It's been bothering me all night that I haven't been able to make this video. But I did it, and I got it. And I'm recording it as of right now, and it's going to be up to you guys. I do apologize for the lateness. But God, does Optimum suck. That's why I have DirecTV for TV. Because imagine if I had their whole package. I'd have nothing. No cable, no TV, no nothing. But yeah, we're going to jump into this. Some notes that I had watching the film breakdown tour was 100% off. I don't have many good Tua throws. But we're going to break down everything. So I got maybe 1 or 2 or 3 good throws, but I'm going to show you why he's off. I'm going to show you he had a ton of pressure all game. I'm going to show you everything. Teron Armstead, he was off. He probably shouldn't have played this game. They probably should have put Fisher at left tackle because he was so off. You're going to see. The run game, we had some nice runs here and there, some nice little breaks of like 15, 10 yards. Other than that, the run blocking was horrible. I'm going to show you that. Wide receivers jammed, covered. The secondary of the Chargers that was decimated with injuries actually did really well against the top wide receivers in the NFL. I'm going to show you that. I don't have much defense. Defense did pretty decent. There's still the plays that really bother the crap out of me. And I'm going to show you those. But without further ado, I'm going to minimize myself. We're going to jump into this. I'm going to take this away. Right? And I'm going to come over here. I'm going to just take this away. Just so you see me a little bit better. You see my ugly mug a little bit better. So we're going to start with the first play of the game on offense. And this is, to me, it's pass interference. I got a ton of pushback on Twitter when I said this was pass interference. And not only from Chargers fans who were like, why are you crying? Like, I find it so funny that that's their first jump to, stop crying. I'm like, we lost. I'm not crying, but it's pass interference. And Dolphin fans also were coming after me saying, there's not pass interference. Learn football. Why are you crying and learn football are the two things I got the most on Twitter. It makes me laugh. I think it's the funniest thing on the face of the earth. I wasn't crying, and I know football. Tyreek Hill in motion. Little play action here. He's got him one-on-one. Throws it. Grabbing the arm. So I posted pictures. I got pictures here. Look at this. Ball's not even in the air. What is he doing here? What's he doing here? Grabbing his arm. Grabbing his arm. He can't get his arm up to catch the ball because he's grabbing his arm. Well, Doug, he just has his hand rested on it. He's not grabbing it. There's no movement. Okay. Let's look at the next still. Still grabbing his arm. And look, Tyreek's trying to pull his arm up. Look at his face. Just realized. Look at his face. Trying to pull his arm up. He can't. His arm's going down. Why is his arm going down? It's because he's pulling his arm down. See how this arm's going up to try to catch the ball and the other one can't? Because he's pulling his arm down. Pass interference. One guy said, wasn't called, so it's not pass interference. This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I was a Chargers fan. Wasn't called, it wasn't pass interference. And I showed him the Rams Saints playoff game where he just blatantly blows up the receiver and they didn't call pass interference. I said, so that's not pass interference? He goes, it wasn't called, so it wasn't pass interference. I was like, I'm not talking to this guy anymore. Move on. But yeah, 100% pass interference. Not the reason we lost, but yeah, that was pass interference. And a lot of people were like, if he threw it out in front of him, he probably catches it. But to me, yeah, sure, put it out in front of him. So I'd kind of come back. But my point, if you look, he starts making contact from jump. So if he does put it out in front of him, he's already grabbing him here. He's already grabbing him here. Why? Because he cannot catch up to Tyreek Hill. So if he does put the pass out in front of him, he's still getting grabbed and pulled back. So it's not a touchdown. Right? Because he's still getting grabbed and pulled back. There's my little clip show. So maybe the PI would have been more blatant and it would have been called. But no, I don't think that would have been a touchdown because from jump he grabbed him because Tyreek blew past him. This is third down incompletion here. We're going to play. We'll talk about it. So he gets the pressure. Tua gets pressure right away, right in his face, right? No one's really open. And again, the biggest play and the biggest thing you heard most of was they clogged the middle of the field, right? They took the middle of the field away. You got your two safeties. You got your three defenders in the middle of the field. They gave the outsides, but they took the middle of the field away. It looks like a guy screaming. If I draw a tongue here, right? And then draw the uvula here, right? Looks like a guy screaming in his teeth. I'm dumb. Don't mind me. I'm dumb. But they took the middle of the field away. But what I noticed on this play is the instant pressure in his face. So he had to get that ball out quick. He couldn't let the play develop. Shell had a bad game. The offensive line had a bad game. It's the stunts. He's supposed to go with him. And when the stunt goes to the outside, Robert Hunt is supposed to take him. That's your assignment. He's supposed to come in, take him, and then he pushes him off to him. He takes him, give Tua time. But what happens is they don't know how to pick the stunt up, and he's chasing. And he has to get the ball out quick. Because you give him more time, he has options. But he didn't have more time. So that's an incompletion. Now we go to the defense. Again, I don't have many defensive plays I want to talk about because for the most part, they did pretty decent. I know, held them to 23 points. So they did pretty decent. But it's plays like this that drive me nuts. I talked about it on the live stream. If you're going to send, and I understand that in these situations, especially in the goal, down in the red zone, and they're on our 6-yard line. If you jam here and you miss your jam, right? Because a lot of times you're going to want to hit the receiver depending on which way they want to go, whether they want to go to the outside on a fade. You want to hit that outside shoulder, kind of take them off of it. You know who was doing that a lot? The Chargers were doing that a lot to the Dolphins. Literally, Kyle Van Noy at one point looked like he threw Tyreek Hill, and it took that extra second for the plays to develop. That's what the Dolphins needed to do. You're sending this blitz here, right? So essentially, you're looking here. You got him on him, him on him, him on him, and then him on him, right? And then I'm pretty sure Javon Holland here probably is covering Eckler. So you got man on a man, and you're sending the blitz. What they're going to do here, and it's very blatantly obvious, is they're going to have routes come up, and they're going to have, I think this is Keenan Allen, come behind. And Justin Herbert has literally, it just takes him 2 seconds to just get the ball out to Keenan Allen because they're so far back. And that's exactly what happens. Okay, he recognizes they're going to send the zero blitz at him. Here comes the zero blitz. Comes over. Quick. So if you're pressing and you're jamming, when he goes to throw, the defenders are going to be there. So you're going to jam them. So this guy right here is going to be able to get in and do his thing. Someone's going to be able to get in. It eventually leads to a field goal. No, I'm sorry. This eventually led to nothing. This is when we got the ball back. So no harm, no foul. But still, it happened multiple times in this game. And there's another play that happened multiple times in this game that drove me nuts. This is a third down pass here. And I don't like... This is what I mean like when I was saying like Tua is off. Tua was just so off in this game. Like, it really seemed like he was forcing this one. He had time. Ton of time in the pocket. Could step over if he needed to. Ton of time in the pocket. Got a lot of these guys together. He's trying to force it to Tyreek Hill. Who's double covered. Triple covered. It's like, no. You know who he probably should have thrown it to? Up top here. He had a ton of time in the pocket. An absolute ton of time. Right? Plant your foot. If you're looking, right, and you know Tyreek Hill is going to be coming over here, you have a defender here coming this way. He's going to be coming back, and you have a defender covering him who's also going to come over. Don't throw this. You got time. You can even move over to here because these guys, you got 3-on-2 here. You got time. Take a step over to your left. And what drives me nuts is he's done this. This is why I'm like, there's something up with Tua because he's done this before. He has evaded pressure in the pocket. He's done this because when you continue to look, you'll see people do get open. You got just check down right here. Right? Now you get a little pressure here. Take a step over. But you're firing it into triple coverage here. You got this guy right here. He's going to get the first down. You got this guy up here. He's starting to beat his guy to where, again, he's getting grabbed. But you force it into triple coverage. That just doesn't make any sense to me. This is a first down play. This is on defense. I don't know what... Another guy who I don't know what's going on with is Xavier Howard here. Mike Williams took his lunch money all day today, or that day. Why would you open yourself up like that? Like, obviously, I'm not a defensive coordinator, nor did I play corner in the NFL. But I don't understand, right? You're playing them right here, that's good. Ball gets snapped. I don't understand. He literally olayed him. Here you go, Mike. What are you going to do? You going to run a post? Okay. Free range. Run your post. I'm not going to stop you. Why? He's like, I'm going to run with you. I don't get that. And then again, we're marching down the field. Another play where receiver gets wide open. See, that's where pressing scares me. But he doesn't press him. This is Keon Crossan. He doesn't press him at the line. He like tries to stop him and he falls. So he gets butt naked open. And marching down the field. He kick a field goal. Went down 3-0. Now back on offense. This is a second down play. This is the play where Tyreek Hill doesn't know where the ball is. Would have been a touchdown. Just 100% would have been a touch. This is a good play by Tua. This is a good throw by Tua. Fake pitch here. They actually block this guy. They never block this guy. He's got him. He knows he's going to run the post. Throws it before he even... Ball lands right here. Lands at the 43. That's a touchdown. Ball lands right here. At the 43. The ball's already in the air. The ball's already going. He has no idea where the ball is. No idea where the ball is. This is a touchdown. He had no idea. No idea. We'll look at it from the other angle. He's like, I'm going to lead him. Ball's right here. Just complete miscommunication between the two. Would have been a touchdown. He had him. He had him on the post. He had him. The safety beat. Catches it. Goes. This is sack. This is third down sack. And this is where I'm going to start showing you that the offensive line allowed a lot of pressure on Tua. So it was like a combination of getting pressure on Tua and then also Tua being off with this day. Like, and I even paused it at the point where he gets hit, right? Because this is what I'm talking about with Terron Armstead. Shouldn't have played because he was so off. Look at this. When do you ever see that happen? So, like, at this point, Tua needs to get rid of the ball, right? He's got to throw it because he's going to get sacked. Who's he throwing it to? Who's he going to throw this ball to? Covered. 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 Who's he going to throw the ball to? And he doesn't have enough room if he needs to put some air on this to step up and throw it. And he's coming out. He's not ready. So he gets sacked. Everyone was covered. Just took his lunch money. Like, Terron. Like, that strain on your pec. I don't know if it's affecting you, but we can't have this week against Buffalo. No way, no how. Cannot have this against Buffalo. This is the touchdown from Justin Herbert. Gets a ton of time to let this develop, and he just throws the ball over two of our defenders. We'll play action, roll out, ton of time, lets it develop. This is the thing that drives me nuts too. And I know what defenders think, right? He's running this route, right? He's going to be coming here, and this is where he's going to hit him, right here. What this defender's mindset is, because this is a Landon Roberts. This is a Landon Roberts covering him. Landon Roberts should never be covering anybody. He's a run-stopping linebacker. That is it. His thought process is, I don't need to go that far back because I have a boundary, right? I got a boundary. When I used to play flag football, being that I'm 6'5", and I would play the safety position, and we'd be in a situation like this, I know for a fact I can jump up high enough and smack the ball down or get the ball that they can't throw it over me. And then if I'm far back enough, I would probably stop about here. I know for a fact they can't throw it over me, and I got the back of the end zone. But if you watch where he stops, when the ball's thrown here, there's so much room. It's just, but in all honesty, when you look at it, it's a good throw and it's a great catch because he gets his feet down. But I really just wish he played further back and he didn't jump. So that's his Keter Kohu. Play a little further back. But that's a great throw and a great catch. But I just wish the defense was further back on that one. This is the fumble. Now, there's not much to break down here. But this film breakdown is going to be a little depressing, so I wanted to put something fun in it. So this is the fumble. And just the ridiculousness of it. The ball goes out there. They're all fighting for it. Boop! There it goes, and then Tyreek gets it. No one knows who has the ball. They're all fighting to still get the ball. These guys realize it. And what I like here is Tua and Ingold are like, we're going to block for you. Go. And Robert Hunt's like, I got you. But there's no one's going to catch him. Just the ridiculousness of that fumble. So then defense, 3 and out. Then ineligible receiver on second down. So now it's second and long. Here's going to be an incompletion here. You got Jalen Waddle in motion. Play action here. See, like, he gets frazzled. And he's been already sacked a few times. He's already had pressure in his face a few times. He gets frazzled when he doesn't need to. And he throws the ball away when he doesn't need to. Right? Play action here. And he does a fantastic job of doing what I say he normally does. And I wish he did in that play before, where he steps up to avoid the pressure. He does it perfectly. He knows what to do. Steps up. And now he's like, I want to throw it. But no one's open. Right? No one's really open. So he tries to take off. But if... See, and then you got him. And you also had... I think this is Ingold. But he didn't need to do all this. He had Shell in front of him. This is what I'm talking about, where he like kind of got flustered. He could have stayed right here. Could have stayed right here. He would have been fine. And then he could have hit Ingold here, who had a ton of room in front of him. Got flustered, threw it away. All right. So in all, it's a smart play on him, evading the pressure, getting up, and then throwing the ball away. But he didn't need to throw the ball away. He had the offensive lineman in front of him. He could have stayed there, and then Ingold eventually got open, and he had all that room in front of him. This is 3rd down and long. This is where we start to see the Tua again. Boom. You know, it's 3rd and long because the ineligible receiver hits Cedric Wilson for the 1st down. Right? Throws it where it needs to be. Leads them. You got 2 defenders on him. Puts it where it needs to be. Perfect. That's the Tua from the 5-game winning streak. That's the Tua that's going to carve you up. He's going to drop back. Look, see the crossing pattern. The 2 defenders. I'm going to lead him in front of him. Either he catches or no one does. 1st down. Great play. Incompletion on this one. Play action here. And I hate these plays. I said it in the live stream and must say it again. I hate these plays where you leave and you're leaving Khalil Mack. I understand he's not the Khalil Mack of the Bears days and of the Raiders days, but it's still Khalil Mack. You're going to leave him unblocked? Like, he's going to try to get it to him. But he has no time to let any of this develop. I hate that play. And we run it at least 4 times a game. And that's essentially 4 wasted downs. I hate that play. It's constantly, and it's either to the right or the left. He'll fake pitch it to the left and then go to roll out to his right, and there's a free defender in his face. I hate that play. And we run it too many times. This is the play where you're going to see Trent Sherfield. He's going to go out of bounds, right? He can't be the first guy to touch the ball. So he slows down. And then Tua throws the ball to him, expecting him to be where he should be. But if he would have caught it, it would have been a penalty. So he slows down. But Tua shouldn't have thrown it there. He has time in the pocket, right? And he slows down because he goes out of bounds. And you can't be the first to touch the ball. But before he throws it, you had so many different options on this play, especially here. I remember watching it, and a lot of people were like, oh, he threw it away. He threw it away. He didn't need to. Look at this pocket. He didn't need to throw it away. Just didn't make any sense to me. Next page. What? Just didn't make any sense to me. This is the play that they ran this same exact play 3 times in the game. I'm only showing it once. They ran the same exact play 3 times in this game. And on all 3 times they ran it, the same thing happened. This is 3rd down and 8. I think this is the 3rd and 8. Got Allen in motion. They're blitzing. Who's covering Keenan Allen? You know who's covering Keenan Allen? Eric Rowe. If Eric Rowe is covering Keenan Allen, why the flip-flop and the flim-flam are you so... You're like 15, 20 yards off? What sense does that make? 3rd and 8. Did you really think you were going to get there to make the play? Motion. You could tell. Zone, because no one followed him. So now Justin Herbert knows they're running zone. They're sending a blitz, 4-man blitz. They're dropping everyone back into zone. Obviously, his zone is here, so he has to make his way downtown, walking fast. Faces passing him homebound. And he doesn't have... I hate this play. They ran it 3 times, and the defense was in the same formation all 3 times. And all 3 times, Keenan Allen got the first down. At one point, they ran it on 3rd and 4. And again, Eric Rowe was like 10, 15 yards off. They brought Keenan Allen in motion. We were playing zone. We were running the same defense on the same... And this is where I'm like, Boyer, you can't. It's like banging your head against the wall. You can't. I can't be serious. Back to back false starts on 73. Back to back. And this is before the half. This is when they go down the field and score the touchdown right before the half to go up 17-7. Back to back false starts on the left tackle. He already moved. Already moved. There you go. See that flinch? Already moved. False start. Back it up. Nope. Not going to back it up. Incomplete pass. All right. That's fine. 73 again. False start. He moved. False start. 5-yard penalty. Back it up again. Nope. No flag. Steps up. Rolls out to his right. Playing zone. Boom. First down. But then we sack him. So now it is 3rd and long. Third and goal from the Dolphins 17. 17 yards. Why on God's green earth would Josh Boyer think that this is a good defense? They ran exactly what you would expect to run here. And what is that? A screenplay. You know why? Drop it off to him. Blocker. 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 And you need these guys to come over and help. But by the time Austin Eckler gets down there, he's got 4 blockers in front of him. He's got a wall in front of him. Look at that. Down to the 1. Eventual touchdown. I can't fathom why you're down by 3. Play some aggression. Makes no sense to me. Just look at this run blocking. I showed this play because this is why, like, Robert Hunt, this is why the run game was... You're facing the worst rush defense in the NFL. Watch Robert Hunt on 56. Nothing. That's why there was no run game. Nothing. Second down play here. Again. Off. Something going on with him. Drops back. Time. You have a ton of time in the pocket. You don't need to throw this pass right away. Right? They're covered. Both these guys are covered. Could have hit it here. You also got to give the Chargers secondary some credit. So they shut our 2 best receivers down. Drop it off to Mostert. He's got a blocker here. We were forcing plays. This isn't just on Tua, right? Because that you see that play there. We are forcing plays down the field. They're taking everything away, 10, 15 yards downfield. We're not trying to move the ball downfield methodically. Dink and dunk. This is third down. Jalen Waddle. He has time. Time in the pocket. He's deciding to throw to this guy here who has 26 on him instead of trying to throw it to Jalen Waddle here who has no one on it. Single high safety. The safety was on this hash mark. Bad read. Bad read by Tua. Right? You see him dropping down. Your safety is starting on the right hash mark. You know for a fact Waddle's going to be going on the left hash mark. Touchdown. That's a touchdown right there. Misses it. Incomplete. Incomplete. We forced them to punt. So again, it's still 17-7 here. First down run here. Tua takes the ball himself. And I'm showing this because I'm thinking to myself, does he need to run? He could hit Surefield here, but he doesn't need to move. Could hit, and he wants to. Jalen Waddle. But he decides to take off on his own. He didn't need to. He could have hit Jalen Waddle there. Boom. Throw it right there. Boom. Hit Jalen Waddle. And he wants to, and he takes off running. I don't know why. I don't know why. This is the touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. And he times it perfectly. Tyreek doesn't even have to stop to catch it. This is a perfectly timed pass where he throws at the right moment. Remember in some of the film breakdowns, I'm like, he doesn't really know when to throw it and the timing's off with him and Tyreek and the speed and everything. It's a perfect time to throw it. Grabbing on him. A lot of this happens with Tyreek Hill. And he trips over his feet. Easy touchdown. It's a good throw. Good throw. And the corner got beat. Tyreek Hill beats the corners that are covering him, and then they always end up reaching and trying to grab him. It's what always happens here. So now we're down by 3. And then the defense holds the offense to a field goal. So now we're down by 6. So this is a first down play. This is another play where Tua is going to take off on his own. And I'm putting these in because I'm trying to think to myself, does he need to? Right? So you got some pressure here. Steps up, avoids it. Right here. He keeps wanting to do the deep passes. He keeps trying to force the ball down the field instead of just taking the plays that are open. He had Durham Smythe in the middle of the field. He didn't need to run. Now, we get the first down, but he didn't need to. Steps up. Perfect. Great read. Right here. Takes off. Gets the first down. This is why I'm talking about. Another example of just Armstead. Too many times he's on the ground. And that's why the run game against one of the worst rush defenses in the NFL was just non-existent there. This is third down. This is a sack here. Mind you, they don't have Bosa. So again, at this point, I'm trying to think, is anyone open for him to throw to? Not really. They don't get open until he's got pressure on him. And it's the stunts. It's the stunts again that get him. Up here. No, actually, it's not even the stunts. It's Jones just getting completely beat. Jones just gets beat. So when the pressure's in his face, no one's open yet. Because if he tries to throw that curl, it's going to be intercepted. So then that's the third down sack. Now punt. This is the last series I'm going to show you, because then after this, the defense gives up a field goal. We're down by 9, and there's not enough time left on the clock. So this is another 2-0 run, and it's another situation where I'm looking to try to see, does he need to, right? He didn't. Yeah, a touchdown right there. We're down by 6. And he takes off running. We're down by 6, right? In, out, because that's what this play is. He's going to go in. He's going to go in to drag the defender in, and then he's going to go back out. But he has this player. Right? Covered. So obviously don't throw it. But yeah. Yeah, a touchdown right here. He decides to run. And then this is pressure in his face. And he throws the ball away. This is 2nd down. Instant pressure in his face. And again, I always try to look, especially like when he scrambles or when there's a sack or pressure in his face, is someone open at the time that he can make the play? Is there someone open in the time before the pressure gets there? Right? So the pressure's there. He could try to fit it into Jalen Waddle, but I don't know who he's trying to throw that to, but he just throws the ball away. And that essentially is what happened in the game. And the Dolphins go down by 9, and we lose. So it is a combination of Tua being completely off, like I showed you in that last one where he's rolling out to his left. He had a touchdown. Like, can he make that throw rolling out to his left? I don't know, but he had a touchdown. It's a combination of him being off. It's a combination of a ton of pressure and Teron Armstead being off. The run game was off. The defense was okay. It was decent. Held them to 23 points. Normally, if this offense is firing on all cylinders, they can score 31 to 39 points. It was just a bad game all around. Completely bad game. Comment below. Let me know what you guys think. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to do the power rankings tomorrow. And then we got Big O for Thursday. But other than that, guys, like usual, stay classy. Fence up.